actual really good Aberration Ratholes for you guys this time, instead of the other ones that were pretty mid. But at the end of this video, I'm even going to crash the fuck out because Wildcard actually fucked up more than normal this update. So stay tuned for the end, where I'm just going to crash out for like 8 minutes straight. But the first one is at, let me see, 39.5, 25.2. This one's actually very good. So come to that, it's up here in the ceiling. Come up here, it's actually a crouch rat hole. You need foundations to get out. You don't need them to get in, but you definitely need them to get out. Crouch through. It's actually very big in here. It's a pretty nice one. It's very vertical instead of actually having like long space. But I don't know if you can place cliff plats in here, but that would be a good way to build your layers with cliff plats. And then to get out, use your little spider thing and crouch back out. You'll need this foundation here to get out, and then just walk up here and get back out again. But let's go to the next one. Alright, this next one's very good too. I found this a couple hours after release, but I kept it to myself. But we took Shadow Cave, so we don't need any more. It is at 57.7, 54. There's a little charge node here, so if you find this, you're in the right place. And then it's just right above it. Come up here. This one is very, very big. And very, very dark too. So there's a lot of space in here. Easily defendable. Enough room for a crafting station and all that shit. Place your turrets, obviously, around here. Make the first part for turrets only. Make your pixie sticks. I have a video on pixie sticks. Watch that so that people can't run past your base and get through. But that's it. This one is pretty mid, so obviously only the best for you guys. Go to 62.7, 74.1, and it is up here. This is it, man. This is it. Build here, and people will love you. There's actually two of them. So you have that one. That's obviously for your main base, because you can fit like a whole 2 foundations in there. But then right next to it, you've got a shitty one that you can put your tribe mate in or something. You know, if he's been acting up, losing all the tames or something, put him in this one. Make him build his own here. Absolutely just kick him out. Make him move to here. And that'll teach him. He won't be losing any more tames after that. Spot is an absolute banger. So what you're going to want to do is go to 29.7, 29.2. And would you look at this? This is an absolute dog shit spot. So build here if you're like a homosexual or something. And then if you're on your server and you're looking for like femboys or something, trying to network, you know, build your status up, come here and find them. All of them will be built here. So if you want to find some femboys, come right here and they'll all be built here, trust me. But that's it. Absolute banger too. So build here if you're below 4'3" IRL. It's at 31.7, 38.5. Go there. Go up here. And you're actually going to need an Ovis to get in. So throw your Ovis out. Ride it. And then look at this, right? If you're 4'3", you can actually fit all your necessities in here. So all you guys need anyway, if you're 4'3", is like a mortar and pestle. So you can actually place a lot of mortar and pestles in here. Oh, you guys are actually lucky I found this one for you. So place all your mortar and pestles, you know, grow a little bit, maybe a tech sleeping pod so you can listen to those like frequencies that make you grow taller, and then try and get a little bit of height to you. Alright, that is actually all we have time for with the rat holes. But don't worry, because I have some complaining to do. Because this might actually take the cake for Wildcard on the worst possible update they have ever released. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about when I say the floor reloads 20 times per minute. But if you've ever played Aberration on official and you've tried to walk, you can't. If you walk more than 10 meters, the floor will disappear, reappear, change textures, and then change textures again. and it will reload, causing the most lag I've ever experienced in this game, and it will happen every 10 seconds. It's unplayable. I don't know if you guys have ever, like, fought anyone yet, but I tried to fight a guy on a Spino, and every time he hit me, it would reload the ground. The ground would disappear, it would reload, change textures 3 times, and then appear again. And I'd have about 5 seconds to do something. But because it reloaded every time he bit, I didn't have even the 5 seconds. If he bit me, I'd reload the floor, and I couldn't do anything. I'm lucky I got away because I'm the GOAT. It's not possible. So that's for one. For two, I don't know if you guys have seen the contrast, but this is pretty light. This is how I'd want Aberration to look. What is that? What is that? Stevie Wonder would have a better time looking than I would, because I cannot see anything on half of this map. Gamma doesn't work. Shadow quality doesn't work. There's no gamma on consoles anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But what am I supposed to see here? What am I supposed to be looking at? Because if this is even the bad part. That's actually not bad. It gets a lot worse than that in some of the spots in this game. I want to talk about the Cosmo. The Cosmo is the only good thing about this. The Cosmo, it's pretty balanced. It's not that bad. The taming method is actually very nice. The taming method actually works. It's actually a fun mini game to play to actually tame the thing, and it's actually like a decent tame. It's pretty balanced. It's not overpowered, and it's actually useful. The Yeeling, I don't know. The Yeeling, the taming method is actually okay. I just don't like that it takes like a day and a half to grow the plant Z you need for it. Maybe once everyone's built up on Ab, you'll be able to find little boxes next to the water where people are growing them, and you can just blow in and steal someone else's instead of have to make your own. But either way, I don't like it. They're trying to implement these new taming methods, and half of them don't work. I don't know if you guys have ever tried to tame a Gigantoraptor, but it doesn't work. You can throw the fur egg down. It will not aggro on the fur egg. It will not leave its baby. Its baby won't do the dance, and you cannot tame them. Unless you get really lucky, which you won't, they're untamable. It's not possible. I don't know if you guys ever tried to tame an Amargasaurus on Ark Survival Evolved. It doesn't work. It's not possible to do. They just don't do what they're supposed to. They don't copy how you're supposed to tame them. So it's pointless. It's unusable. Pyromanes as well. I don't know what they were cooking, thinking pyromanes needed to be on this map. But half of the server is running around with pyromanes. I've tried to look for them 8 times, and there's maybe 2. And I can't find them. There's no pyromanes on this map, and they shouldn't be on this map anyway. But it's pointless. Rock drakes, they're useless. Yeeling is just 10 times better. You need to raise a rock drake for days, feed it nameless venom, care, get the egg, go all the way down into the pink zone to get the egg, and they do nothing. You know what they do? They bite. Get a fucking stego. A stego bites. What are you supposed to do with a rock drake? Give it a buff. Give it a fucking buff. Make it do something. Make it be able to pick. Make it do a little rock and forth while you're gliding, and it can pick someone off their tame. Make an actual skillful tame instead of like a PvE tame. We don't need PvE things. PvE players have Diplos and stuff. Tell them to go fucking walk around on a Diplo. Who cares? No one cares about the PvE community. Leave them. Let them die. We need PvP stuff. Improve PvP. There is nothing. What are you supposed to do on a rock drake? Glide around and bite something. It's pointless. It's not useful. The rat holes are non-existent. I spent hours and hours looking for rat holes. There's like 10, and I found all of them. And they're not good. They're not even good rat holes either. I don't know why they're trying to make rat holes useless. They made them so you can't spawn in beds. Aberration, you actually can spawn in pretty much all the rat holes. I've not encountered one rat hole where you can't spawn in beds on it, but I don't think that's on purpose. I think that's just because all of it's enclosed, so they had to make all of it spawnable, or it would make nothing spawnable. Ratholes is what keeps this game alive. The fact that you can have a base that no one will find, and it's a hard to raid base, and that you can actually look for rat holes too. If there was loads, if there was like 400 rat holes on this map, every server would be capped, because everyone would have a base, and if you go out looking for bases to raid, you'd find 200 of them. You'd find loads of them. You can raid people, you can survive. It's the best of both worlds. The game needs rat holes in order to flourish. They need to add more rat holes, if anything, not remove them and make them unplayable. It is absolutely crazy. But I think that's about it. So, you know, like the video if Wildcard should get AIDS. And as always, fuck Wildcard.